Hi there. Hello, everyone. Calypso here from Connect with Source with our weekly reading for this third week of May. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for everyone sharing how these weekly readings have affected you, how they've came across in your life, played out, how they've helped you throughout the week. I am honored to provide these readings for our beautiful collective. So let's just hop right in there. As always, let's see what Spirit has to allow for us this week, okay? Okay. The Ten of Swords. Yeah. So we had the Ten of Swords last week. This Ten of Swords is warning of overwhelm of thoughts, with anxiety, depression, being overwhelmed and not being able to speak your truth, or being too hasty with speech and kind of train wreck as it communicatively goes. Many times with the Ten of Swords, this is battling toxic thought cycles, thought patterns, and also a disbelief in oneself and disbelief in one's truth. Now I'm really getting that this is not a between yourself and others. This is a definite battle of the mind within oneself. Getting caught in there, getting caught disassociating from the world and being all here. And yeah, see, as I'm talking, I'm really getting choked up. I feel like there's restriction in my throat. So throat chakra work is really needed this week for yourself. If you do not work with chakras, then working on energetically the area of the throat, the neck. The throat is the connection between the lower energy centers, our earthly selves and our emotions, and then our higher energy centers, the higher chakras, the higher mind, with the third eye and the crown. Yeah, wow. The throat chakra has to do with our truth, our ability to speak our perceptions and our ideas, our ability to trust our own thoughts. Also, it is the communication from the heart to the head. So from the heart to the mind, into the spirit, into the connection to the all, which is what our crown chakra, or this energy center, has to do with. So there's a lot of directive here to really see where are your blockages when it has to do with communication, perception, connections with others, speaking your mind, and knowing what that truth is. Also dealing with anxieties and depression when it has to do with toxic thoughts, patterns, cycles, programming that is not yours, but that has been placed on you by society, culture, religions, upbringing. Heavy first of the week here for deciphering the arena of the mind. Okay. The Six of Wands, the Six of Fire. All right. So in addressing and really clearing out this throat chakra, this throat energy, this swords, this mental, all of the things, matters of the wind, the swords, and this overwhelm in that area, the Six of Fire, or the Six of Wands, gives some relief, because we're remembering our purpose, remembering your passions, remembering your spirit, your soul fire. Six is about remembering your lessons and gathering and sharing about whatever suit we're dealing with, and we're dealing with fire or wands here. So a reward is being able to share your spirit, share your fire, a mini harvest because we are remembering the lessons of our soul. Yeah? Okay. Okay. All right. So this is the Hierophant. This says La Pape. This deck is in French, but this is the Hierophant. The message of the Hierophant is to let go of tradition, let go of the norm, really evaluate what you've been taught, what has been programmed in there from society, culture, religion, upbringing, all of those entities and institutions, and evaluating what works for you and what doesn't. What do you honor as, yes, I'm keeping this, and what do you transform and transmute? So this is a very much a doing the work week, and reaping rewards of the spirit, yes, but really figuring out by going through all this mental work, or figure what's in there that's not yours, or that doesn't serve you, or that is not aligning with your path right now. Just because you were taught something in school by your parents, by a certain religious order, by society, by your culture, doesn't mean that that's necessarily true for you or that it works for you. 9 times out of 10 it doesn't. Most of it doesn't. Because as we discover ourselves, our true selves, not what's been programmed in, told what ourselves are, when we really start to find that, there's some giant revelations and a lot of freedom that come with that. So this is a big week, but all of us can do this. This applies to everyone who is seeing this message, seeing this video. Take this into your heart, take this into your mind, take this into your prayer, your meditation. This is big changes can happen here. This is where revelations of who you really are and what you really believe can happen. All right. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. So our reward for this heavy, challenging week of self-discovery and really coming into your own and knowing who you are and what you need and what works for you. The Knight of Cups brings that beautiful, spontaneous, teenage-like energy into the heart. New, beautiful places to put your heart, exciting places emotionally and intuitively, and for your dreams and your relationships. Allowing this work, this hard advice that we just went through, especially with the Hierophant, there's a soothing salve. There's reward in the heart, the emotions, your relationships, your intuition, your dreams, your connection to that feminine side of yourself. There is a nurturing waiting if you're willing to go through this work this week. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful energy and good omens and good news the night brings to the matters of the heart, the cups of or water. Okay, last one. The Queen of Swords. So the message of the Queen of Swords, we started with the Ten of Swords, overwhelm, anxiety, just too much, just so much. And by the end of this week, we're going through this work, doing and following the direction of spirit, of source, of God, whatever you call that part of you, your higher self. The Queen of Swords, she has sovereignty over her inner workings of her mind, her inner truth, her inner voice, her all the workings, anxiety, depression. She has control and sovereignty over, mastery over the internal world of the swords or of wind. So a second gift is given. Not only are we given that lovely gift for the heart, the emotions, but now we are given sovereignty and mastery over what has been tumultuous over this week and last week. Incredible. I'm so thankful for this reading. I hope that you are as well. Allow this to sink into your bones. Let me know how this feels, how this week turns out. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for your trust. Again, every reading is an absolute honor. This is a very sacred space for me. We're not playing games. This is not for entertainment. This is for your soul's journey. And thank you so much for allowing me to be a tiny guide in that way. I love you.